I'm in Piccadilly Circus, which means I'm going to try and whittle through this as quickly as possible so that I don't have to be in Piccadilly Circus anymore. Behind me is the Grade 2 listed London Pavillion. You'll just have to take my word for it, it's under wraps at the moment, but underneath is this beautifully symmetrical building. There's these two colonnades either side of it, and then this kind of like corner piece which beautifully defines that corner of Piccadilly Circus there. And plans have been approved to cover that up with a screen which will kind of wrap around the corner there. You'll still be able to see the colonnades on either side, but that corner bit will be covered up. And I know you're going to say, no, that's such a shame, why would we cover up such a beautiful old building with another screen? And I get it, because it's going to be another building covered up in advertising, which we need a lot less of in London. Why do we need a whole junction dedicated to advertising? But interestingly, this building here, which is pretty synonymous with Piccadilly Circus nowadays, also covers up a pretty nice building. And we already have a lot of buildings like that in London. What we don't have a lot of in London is buildings that look like that. And if you're going to put it anywhere in London, I think Piccadilly Circus, which is already really, really brightly lit and which is already chaotic, is the right place for it. If it's going to be anywhere in the city, it may as well be here, basically. And it kind of makes me think, what if there were no screens in Piccadilly Circus? All of these buildings are actually really, really nice, and maybe this should just be a quaint little Regency Square in the heart of London. Maybe. But it's already not very quaint, it's already pretty chaotic. And I do think the screens sort of play into that quite well, honestly. We've been filming here for about an hour, so we've sort of seen the sun go down, we've sort of seen it in the daytime and in the nighttime. With all of the sort of the bright lights and the traffic and the noise and the people, this is really the kind of like the touristy heart of London. We've got Shaftesbury Avenue coming off there. All of the theatres were here, and that's why it's always been this kind of like quite brightly lit part of London. There's like several major roads all kind of converge here, so it's this really busy junction. And it's this kind of meeting place. People love sitting on the statue there. I don't know, you might see people saying that Piccadilly Circus is kind of like a bargain Times Square, a pound shop Times Square, but fun fact, the neon lights, the brightly lit advertising here has been here since 1904, which is actually longer than Times Square, so I guess that means something to someone, probably. And there was a time when both buildings were covered up with loud advertising screens, so it does have a historic precedent. There's a long history of this building being covered up in lots of brightly lit advertising. Interestingly, the planning inspector, when they approved the building, they said that the proposal for advertisements adds to the historical significance of the building. It used to have advertising on it, it used to be brightly lit, and now it's going back to being brightly lit, just like it used to. I don't mind the plans, honestly. I think it's going to bring out the symmetry of that building quite well. It's this beautifully symmetrical building which defines that corner of Piccadilly Circus really, really well. And I think the screen is only going to accentuate that. You're going to still see the two colonnades either side. You're going to see this curved frontage, and it's going to accentuate the building, I think. I forgot what I was going to say. 2 seconds. Yeah, oh yeah. And there's also an additional code of conduct on it, which is the same for this one, which means that the advertising screens have to be quite haphazard to sort of reflect the way that they used to be, the way that they are in these old pictures that I'll put on screen right now. The plans were initially rejected by Westminster Council, but they were overturned at the national level in January. So these plans look like they're going ahead. It does look like Piccadilly Circus is going to get another load of screens just like this one. It's going to be even brighter. It's going to be even more It's going to be even more chaotic than it is at the moment. It isn't a quiet place. This is like the heart of London. And where else to have this brightly lit place? I've heard some people say that it should be that sort of corner where you've got Tottenham Court Road. I've heard some people say that it should be these other sort of busy junctions that we have in London, maybe even in Canary Wharf. But actually being here right now and trying to record this video and trying to get a little bit of peace and quiet, it's reminded me why Piccadilly Circus is the way that it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let's continue the discussion there. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video.